Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today I'm going to be doing a January wrap-up and a January book haul. I've never done a monthly wrap-up on my channel before, but I thought I would give it a try, especially because this month I kind of did a lot and read a lot of books, so I kind of wanted to inform all of you guys of what's going on. At the beginning of the month, I was in the middle of my week of videos, and I actually created a playlist of my week of videos, so I will put an annotation on the screen and a link down below to that just in case you guys are new and you missed that. Another video that I put up was talking about World Book Night, which applications are now closed. They'll start contacting people in mid-February to let you guys know if you've made it or not, and so if you guys are going to be a giver for World Book Night, please let me know. I'd love to find out. And then I put up a discussion video talking about how to control your expectations when going into a book for the first time. There have been some really great comments on it so far. I love seeing what you guys think and talking to you guys about this stuff. In terms of books I've read, I actually read 6 books this month, which may not be a lot for some people, but that actually is kind of a lot for me. Usually I can only do about a book a week, but I feel like I've kind of been overdosing on books because I couldn't really read that much in November and December, so I felt like I wanted to just always read and do nothing but read. I read The Horologicon by Mark Forsyth, and I did a review for it on this channel. I also read Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand, and I also did a review for that. That was actually a book that I started in 2012, and I just didn't have time to finish it, and so I finally finished it off this year. I also read Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk by Ben Fountain. This is a book that has been getting a lot of positive reviews, and it's up for a lot of awards, or was nominated for a lot of awards in 2012, and it was on sale in the Kindle store for about $2.99 sometime last year, so I went ahead and bought it, and I was slowly making my way through it because I don't have an actual Kindle. I have a Kindle app on my phone and I have the Kindle program on my computer, so sometimes when I just have some downtime I'll pick a book up on there. But I finally finished that off, and it was such a good book. I really wanted to do a review on it, but I couldn't seem to form coherent sentences beyond this book. It was so good. I definitely think it's one of my favorites that I've read so far this year. I highly recommend it for anyone who likes character-driven books. It is really good, and it's really interesting, and it deals a lot with the war and soldiers and sort of the effects of dealing with the normalcy of this world compared to the things that they're faced with in that world, and it's just so interesting, and I really recommend it. I want to do a review on it just because I want people to pick it up, but I feel like I don't know how to talk about it properly. I just think it was such an interesting book, and I highly recommend it. The other 3 books that I read this month were The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling, which I did a review on this channel, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. And I also read Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, and I'll be putting a review for that up this Thursday, so you can look forward to that. And then finally I read The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith, and that was another book that was on sale in the Kindle store, so I went ahead and picked that up because I've been hearing mixed things about the book, and so I wasn't sure if I really wanted to buy it, but it was only $1.99, so I decided to give it a try, and I did like it. If you guys want a review on it, then I can possibly do a review on that next week, so let me know in the comments down below if you're actually interested in a review on that book. And the book I'm reading right now is The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry by Rachel Joyce. I'm about halfway through it right now, and so I have a pretty strong feeling that by the time this video goes up I will be done with it, or at least close to being done with it, so I'll probably finish it off by the end of the month. So if you're interested in a review on this, please let me know and I can do that for you guys as well. Also, if you guys are ever interested in what I'm reading and when, and you guys are interested in reviews or anything like that, I have a link down below to my Goodreads where I'm always updating what book I'm currently reading, so if I'm ever reading a book and you guys want a review on it, leave a comment there and I'll be sure to do a review on those books. I do take those things into consideration when I'm thinking about making my videos. And then for the last part of my video, I have a small book haul for you guys. I know I'm supposed to be on a book buying ban, but I just don't do well at them, but I haven't gone crazy. The first one that I have to show you guys was actually a Christmas present that I didn't receive until January, and that is The Complete Sherlock Holmes by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and this is the Barnes & Noble leather-bound edition, and I am completely in love with all of their leather-bound books, and this is just so beautiful. Look at the spine, and on the back it has this beautiful design. Oh, it's fantastic, and then the inside has this great plaid print on it. Oh, I'm just so in love with it. It smells fantastic. I'm just like completely in love with this book and I'm so excited to have it. These last books I got because I took my nephews to a library book sale. My little tradition with them for their birthdays, I always take them to a bookstore and buy them books for their birthday because I'm awesome like that. And so I took them to a library book sale and I just couldn't resist. I didn't get too many books and these are all pretty cheap, so I feel like it's okay. And I bought less books than I read this month, so I am slowly dwindling my to-read list, so that's at least good. The first book I got is The Slippery Slope, which is book 10? Yeah, book 10 in the series of Unfortunate Events. I now only need one more book to finish off the series collection that I have. And then I got The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan, which is the first book in the Percy Jackson series. I've never read this series and I've been wanting to pick it up, so when I saw this one at the sale I figured I would just buy it and give it a chance, and if I like the series I'll buy the rest of the books. The next book I got is I'd Tell You I Love You But Then I'd Have to Kill You by Allie Carter, which is the first book in the Gallagher Girls series. I've read Allie Carter's High Society series and I really love that series, and I've always been meaning to read this series but I just never got around to it. I kept seeing like the second and third and fourth books in used bookstores but I never could see the first book, so I finally saw this one and I decided to pick it up so I can give it a chance. And the final book that I got is Live from New York, an uncensored history of Saturday Night Live. I'm not the biggest Saturday Night Live fan by any means, but I do like the show and I am actually someone who really loves like the behind the scenes type stuff when it comes to television and the television industry. Like I love stuff that talks about the networks or the process and sort of the things that most people would consider boring. Those are all of the books that I acquired this month, so it's not too bad. I'm really proud of myself. I will let you guys know that I am going to buy some books next month because there are books like Scarlet and Perfect Scoundrels coming out, so I'm definitely going to be picking up those. One thing that I want to do with these monthly wrap-ups is also to do like a goal update for my New Year's resolutions, because I find that a lot of times we make resolutions in January and then we forget about them because we don't really talk about it. So I figured each month I would give you guys a little goal update. And not that I'm crazy about hitting 50 books or anything like that, but I think it would be fun to just see how the progression goes. And so right now I'm at 6 books read out of the 50, so I'm actually ahead of schedule. And then another thing that I'm doing is this thing called Mount TBR, which one of my subscribers actually commented about on my New Year's resolutions video, and I looked it up, and it's basically a goal where you try to tackle all of your unread books on your bookshelf. It's hosted by a blog and there's also a Goodreads group, and so you basically choose your level that you're trying to accomplish. The level that I'm trying to reach is Mount Vancouver, or 36 books. What that means is I have to read 36 books that I currently own or that I owned before January 1st, 2013, using that as a marker. Statistical probability of love at first sight won't count towards that total because I bought that this year, and if I read Scarlet that won't count, things like that. So that's why I chose 36, because I figure I will be reading some books that are brand new this year. I'm not going to only just reach from this pile. My goal is 36 books and right now I'm at 5 books. So yeah, I thought I'd just do those little updates at the end of the month as well, so you guys can follow along with my little challenges and resolutions. If you want me to read any of the books that I recently acquired, then feel free to leave comments about that. Let me know how you guys are doing on your challenges and goals and how your month has been reading wise, and if there's any books that you especially loved. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching. I read The Horror and the final book that I got is an uncensored. I never did a January wrap-up before on my channel, a January one or anyone. I finished reading Billy something something.